Your friendly neighborhood YouTubers rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, never mind. It went away.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and here we are back with another pretty big action figure review, man. Gigantic action figure review, should I say. All right, so we have Hoof. Now, this guy right here, let me put on my light right here. There we go. So this guy right here is actually based on an actual Mcfarlane character. It is from this guy right here. This is from Total Chaos. Mcfarlane back in the day. I believe this came out like 95, 96, maybe 97. But we have a giant Hoof right here. This is Hoof. This is the new Raw 10 Hoof right here. And that's one of the main reasons why I picked him up. And also, he's $20 freaking dollars. As you guys can see how big this guy is. He's essentially like the Cygor right here. Just big piece of hollow plastic. Maybe like four or 5 points of articulation, but damn it, he looks great, man. And being that he's based on a Mcfarlane figure, we're going to do some comparisons. Of course, we're going to do some height measurements and all that great stuff. So it was hard not to pick up this figure. I found a gray version and I found the red version, and I had to go with the red version, man, because the red version just looks amazing, bro. I don't know if this is a chase figure or not. I don't know if they do chase figures with Raw 10, but damn it, he looks amazing. So here are some of the other figs that you can get from this wave. The Pterodon, which I did see. I passed on him. The dragon, he did look pretty awesome. I can't remember if the Pterodon was a part of Mcfarlane Toys. Maybe he was part of the Mcfarlane Dragons. I never picked up any of the Mcfarlane Dragons back in the day. And then you have Frenzy, Raptor, and Battlesnake. So yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons why I bought this Hoof figure, is because he was based on an actual Mcfarlane action figure. So here's a little read up on Hoof. Hoof was one of the first attempts from the Raw Robotic Animal Weapon Labs to combine pure animalistic power with advanced cybernetic enhancements. The outcome created a near uncontrollable beast with unmatched savageness. Hoof stalks the open plains in search of a worthy opponent. He has yet to find one. Doom, doom, doom! And as you guys can see, if you guys had this Cygor figure, or if you ever seen him or picked him up, he is about... Whoops! He is probably bigger than Cygor. Let's go ahead and take this guy out the package and let's do some reviewing. Okay, guys, so we have Hoof out of the package, and this is kind of perfect, bro, because Cygor needs somebody he can battle, right? That's of his size. So I actually kind of like that. Kind of reminds me of like a King Kong battling like a monster, one of his fellow like rivals, you know what I mean? So here is the box right there. He's out of the box. Amazing artwork. I really love that artwork. There's the inside of the box. Nothing much to it. The only thing that it really came with was this poster right here, which I do believe I do have a Cygor poster as well. So here's a Hoof poster. Let's unravel this. I think there's like a little comic behind it. Okay, so here's Hoof, the dragon battling Hoof right here. This is awesome artwork. I really love that. That's really dope. As you can see, Hoof is not that big. He's gigantic here, but I don't know. I don't. Yeah, the size. I don't know, man. So here is Hoof battling another insect creature, which I don't think has been released yet. I could be wrong. It's like an ant, cybernetic ant. Really, really dope artwork, man. Great detail. All right, so let's take a look at Hoof. And we'll do some size comparisons in a moment with Cygor. So let's get a close-up look of Hoof. So he doesn't... okay. He somewhat stands okay. So let's do a close-up of Hoof right here. So the face is really, really done great, man. There's the side right there. He's missing some teeth, kind of like me, because I'm missing a tooth. You can't see it, though. It's in the back. Let me move that out the way. The cybernetic pieces right here for his spikes actually is done really, really nice. The skin tone is really nicely done. Of course, the color for the red for the head is a little bit different than the body. I noticed that the same thing with the Cygor right here. Like this plastic is darker than this where he has on his belly right here. So I noticed the change of colors with this guy. Overall, he's just kind of essentially just kind of red and just cybernetic, kind of similar to Cygor, except he's all black and he has a lot more. I think he has a lot more detail. But overall, I mean, listen, if you guys want to do a custom to this guy, you can. I definitely would love to paint his nails because he's got red nails. I definitely do want to do his nails for his feet and his hoofs. His hoofs, duh. His name is Hoof. So, what do I make of it? It's actually not that bad. $20, man. $20. So, it's actually not that bad at all, bro. For $20. I mean, you have to think, this is, for $20, you're paying, like, for a Marvel Legend, and then you get this big, beautiful piece of plastic. And it is actually nicely detailed, despite it only being just two colors. The red, and it actually has a wash over it. So, yeah, that's pretty dope. That's really nice. There's the chest plate right there. Very nicely done chest plate. For, like I said, for all you customizers out there, you can go ahead and customize him. Me, not so much. I don't. The only thing I see me doing anything with this guy is the toenails and the hoofs. So let's go ahead and measure Hoof. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more comparisons. Then we'll do some articulation. So Hoof, standing all the way up to his horn, is actually at 12 inches, which is 1 foot tall. So he's at one foot tall all the way up to his horn, the top of his horn. Width-wise, if you're wondering, he's a big, chunky guy, so he's probably about 8.5 inches. We'll say 8.5 inches. And then going this way, which is a really nice shot right there, bro. He's actually, the camera is actually not doing him any justice. He actually looks really good in person. So we'll say to the back of his spikes, we'll say he's about 9 inches to his arm. From his arm to his spikes. So you can see the color choices right there. You see the red head is different than the bicep, the arm. I like these big figures for $20. I definitely think it's worth the price, man. So there are some of the paint apps in the mouth. They actually painted the mouth, which is actually pretty dope. You can see his red tongue in there and his teeth. So yeah, the mouth detail is really nice. It is not articulated. So that's really nice. I like that touch. So as far as articulation is concerned, head just moves back and forth. This is rubberized right here, so it doesn't really hinder his articulation. His head just goes side to side. So arms just pretty much go up and down. That's pretty much it. Like typical like 90s action figure articulation. And then he just has movement right here with the legs. Pretty much the same thing as Cygor. So speaking of, there is the size comparisons with Cygor. Doesn't that look dope, man? The head looks dope. We got Cygor, who's a competitor right here, man. I really like the Cygor. If you guys are Spawn fans, definitely pick up this Cygor figure because he's an awesome piece, man. I mean, for $20, you're getting all this plastic goodness, man. It's definitely worth a pickup, man, for $20. It's a really, really good deal. All right, so here he is with the Hoof, the original Hoof from way back in the day, way back in the 90s, and he pretty much has the same articulation as this guy right here, so there's no point. If you guys never seen a review of this Hoof, he's in my Mcfarlane reviews. Go ahead and check it out if you guys want to check it out on my playlist. But yeah, essentially he's more Rhino right here. This guy is more Monster. You can see, look at the size comparison, man. So yeah, if you're wondering about the size of this Rhino, I think he's at like 5 inches. Yeah, 5 inches. 5 inches. Okay, let's break out a few more figs. Right here, I'll break out... Oh, you know what? Being that I got... we'll break out another big Spawn figure. So here he is with Violator. So if you guys have this Violator, then you guys know how big he is. So yeah, he's about like the same height as the Violator. Cygor, that's how he measures up with Cygor right there. The Violator, for those who are wondering. Let's break out another Spawn figure. Just for the hell of it, we'll break out Gunslinger Spawn. So that's how he measures up with Gunslinger Spawn. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, guys. Not too shabby. Okay, so let's move Cygor out the way. So actually, Cygor and Hoof weigh about the same. So if you're wondering about the weight, he's, like I said, hollow plastic, same thing as Cygor. So I say he's probably about maybe a pound, if that. It's a good figure, man, for $20. For $20, 5 points of articulation, and he's actually really, really nicely done. They actually put a wash on him. You hear that? A wash. Yeah, a wash. Remember that, kids? The spikes is done really nice. The back is done really nice. Cybernetic look right here on this back. The chest plate is actually done really nice. The face is done really nice. The mouth, the eyes is actually done really nice. My only complaint is just the lack of... I don't want to say lack of paint apps because it is kind of a kid's toy. But I wish they would have painted his fingernails and his toenails. And I think this figure would have been pretty cool, you know. He would have been complete because he's pretty cool. So let me give you my rating, guys. Listen, for this giant fucking Rhino, bro, red Rhino, I'm gonna give him like an 8 out of 10, and that's just simply based on all this plastic and the price point of $20, man. $20. So it's definitely worth $20, man. That's for damn sure. It's a good figure, man. So if you guys are like vintage, like Spawn action figure collectors like myself, then you would probably appreciate him because, you know, if you have Hoof, the old school Hoof, then you probably would appreciate this guy. And the detail is actually not that bad. It's actually pretty good, man. Pretty good. That's saying a lot, especially for a Mcfarlane figure. Technically, it's not a Mcfarlane, but it is. You know what I mean? It's done by Raw 10, but I can say that this guy has the same amount of detail as some of the newer Mcfarlane figs, which the newer Mcfarlane figs don't have that much detail, unless it's a Spawn figure. The DC, you know, if you guys watch my channel, then you guys know the DC Mcfarlane figs, man, they just lack in paint apps and wash. That's pretty much it. But it's definitely 8 out of 10. I really like this guy. I was glad to find him in red. I'm kind of kicking myself because I kind of wish I would have gotten the gray, but I do like the overall red look of this Rhino. I mean, if you can get a red Rhino, then why not? Right? A giant red Rhino. So, yeah. All right, guys, there was my little review of Hoof. Sorry. It's definitely a pickup. If you are a vintage Spawn McFarlane action figure collector, I definitely would recommend it. I don't think you guys will be disappointed. I'm definitely not. All right, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next review. Peace out. Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is brought to you by Gangsters and Demons on YouTube. Check it out.